Cisco Endpoint AMP, Orbital, Chocolatey Packages Monitoring. What? Yeah, so anyways, Chocolatey is a software management solution that allows you to deploy software packages, right? So similar to things like apt-get, maybe Yum in Linux, in the Linux world, is now available or is available for Windows. I'm a little bit new to this as well. And I was wondering, what is the big deal here? Big, right? So there's a software packages platform that you can leverage. But I think the adversary could use this to push out packages, and you wouldn't know it's there necessarily unless you're looking for it, right? So what we'll do is we'll do a quick query on a couple endpoints, and we can see that nothing comes back for Chocolatey packages, right? Because those endpoints don't have it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get the packages or the program installed so I can actually deploy packages on an endpoint. So go ahead, we'll jump into PowerShell, and this will go out and automatically pull down Chocolatey. And so this will take a few seconds, right, to do its thing. Now, the other thing that I've done is I went ahead and ran Choco install OpenSSH. So we have an application that's running on it. And what we'll do is we'll run that query again. Now we run the query. And we can see now we have OpenSSH, the version, right? It gives you a little bit of a summary. There's the license and there's the path. And you can see the path isn't, traditional program path, right? Program files within Windows, it's program data. Now, that's interesting, right? Because what happens now is, say the adversary could add its programs, right, like SSH, and create some type or level of persistence, and you wouldn't necessarily know the package is there. So what we'll do here is let's actually use a couple more parameters here to look for name in Chocolatey packages for the name OpenSSH. So all we're doing here is we're being a little bit more granular in our searches. So again, we could be looking for certain evidence specifically based on the way the adversary might compromise an endpoint and maintain persistence. So we're looking here for specifically OpenSSH and then that version. Okay, and the last one, the previous query, obviously we saw that, but imagine if there was multiple packages installed, then you can certainly be a little bit more specific on what you're searching for. And when we go to the endpoint, we can type in SSH and we can see that it is available. Now, what I'll do from here is let's jump into add and remove programs. And what we can do here is let's see whether or not we see anything to do with Chocolatey. And I don't see anything. Let's go down to OpenSSH. And again, I don't see anything. So again, if you have a platform that monitors endpoints, you do posture assessment, etc., you're blind to this type of activity. So again, Orbital coming in and uncovering some things that you may not need or want in your environment.